Dogs are like people in so many ways. They each have their unique quirks, personalities, and strengths. But have you ever noticed how some dogs seem born to guard, while others are more interested in belly rubs and snoozing on the couch? This is no coincidence. The reasons behind why some dogs are natural protectors while others aren't go beyond their breed and training. It's rooted in instincts, genetics, and even individual temperament. In this video, we're uncovering the fascinating science and psychology behind canine protectiveness. And don't worry, there'll be plenty of laughs along the way. So grab your pup, or maybe just imagine their face, and let's dive into this pawsome mystery. One key factor in determining whether a dog is a natural protector is its breed. Dogs like German Shepherds, Rottweilers, and Belgian Malinois are famously protective. They've been bred over centuries to guard, defend, and ensure safety. Meanwhile, breeds like Golden Retrievers and Beagles were designed for very different tasks: retrieving game or sniffing out scents. Imagine asking a Chihuahua to guard a palace. You might get a bark, but their size makes them less intimidating, even if their attitude is larger than life. Breed history plays a major role in determining their natural guarding instincts. But let's not forget that a dog's environment also shapes their behavior. Some dogs grow up in households where protectiveness is encouraged, either through training or simply by observing their human pack. Others are raised in more relaxed settings, where their biggest job is deciding whether to nap in the sun or shade. Nature and nurture work hand in paw to shape your dog's tendencies. If your Labrador is more interested in chasing tennis balls than intruders, it's not because they don't love you, it's just their chill vibe. Another layer to this canine puzzle is temperament. Dogs, like us, are individuals with unique personalities. Even within the same breed, some dogs may exhibit stronger protective instincts than others. Have you ever met a German Shepherd who's a total marshmallow around strangers? It happens. Temperament is influenced by early socialization, genetics, and experiences. A dog that feels secure and well-loved is less likely to react aggressively because they don't see the need to defend themselves or their family. Interestingly, protective behavior doesn't always look like a big bark or a bold stance. Sometimes, it's subtle. Some dogs are like stealth protectors, keeping an eye on their humans without making a fuss. They might subtly position themselves between you and a perceived threat or quietly follow you from room to room. Then there are the more dramatic protectors who bark at the slightest noise. Yes, even the wind gets the side eye. It's their way of saying, "I've got this." There's also a biological reason behind protectiveness. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell and can pick up on changes in human body chemistry, like when we're stressed or scared. Protective dogs often react to these cues. If you're walking down a dark street and your heart rate spikes, your dog might become more alert, sensing your unease. It's like having a furry lie detector who knows when you need extra support, even if you're just pretending to be brave during a horror movie. Let's not overlook training. Protective instincts are great, but without proper guidance, they can become problematic. A naturally protective dog might misinterpret a harmless situation as a threat, leading to unnecessary aggression. That's why training is crucial, especially for breeds known for their guarding tendencies. Teaching your dog to differentiate between real threats and everyday situations, like the mail carrier, ensures they're protective in the right way. On the flip side, some dogs simply aren't wired to protect, and that's okay. Breeds like the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel or the Whippet are more likely to greet strangers with wagging tails than barks. These dogs bring their own form of loyalty and companionship. After all, isn't it comforting to have a pet who thinks everyone is a potential new friend? Their love for humans is their superpower, even if it doesn't come with a side of guarding. One hilarious aspect of protectiveness is how dogs sometimes perceive threats. Have you ever noticed your dog going full defense mode against a vacuum cleaner or a plastic bag? It's as if they're saying, "Not on my watch, evil appliance." This behavior might seem silly to us, but to your dog, anything unfamiliar could be a potential danger. It's both endearing and a reminder of how much they care. And let's not forget that some dogs are protective in ways that go beyond physical guarding. Emotional protection is a real thing. Many dogs are deeply attuned to their owner's feelings. If you're sad or upset, your dog might come over, rest their head on your lap, or nuzzle you. This is their way of saying, "I'm here for you." It's not about guarding against intruders but about protecting your heart. Some dogs surprise us by becoming protective in ways we don't expect. You might think your laid-back Labrador isn't the guarding type, but then they suddenly stand between you and a shady character on your evening walk. These moments remind us that dogs are full of surprises. Their instincts can kick in at the most unexpected times, showing that even the friendliest of breeds have a strong desire to keep their humans safe when it matters most. It's fascinating how dogs communicate their protective instincts. They don't always bark or growl. Sometimes, it's as simple as body language. A protective dog might puff out their chest, stand tall, or keep their tail rigid. On the other hand, a less protective dog might stay relaxed, wagging their tail like nothing's wrong. These subtle cues give you insight into your dog's mindset, proving that they're always processing the world around them. Sometimes, dogs learn protectiveness from other dogs. If you have a multi-dog household, a naturally protective dog might set the tone for the pack. The younger or less protective dogs observe and mimic their behavior, learning to step up when needed. It's a bit like a mentorship program, but with wagging tails and chew toys. Watching this dynamic unfold can be both hilarious and heartwarming. Protectiveness can also evolve over time. A dog that didn't show much guarding behavior as a puppy might become more vigilant as they mature. This growth often coincides with their bond with you deepening. As your dog grows to understand you better, their instincts to protect and care for you may naturally increase. It's like they're saying, "I've got you now, no matter what." Of course, there's also the flip side of protectiveness, overprotection. Some dogs become so committed to guarding their humans that they see every visitor, delivery driver, or neighborhood cat as a potential threat. While their dedication is admirable, overprotectiveness can be challenging to manage. It's another reason why training and socialization are essential to strike the right balance between being alert and being overly defensive. Let's talk about humor in all this. Dogs can be hilariously bad at assessing threats. A squirrel? High alert. A burglar? Maybe not so much. Watching a dog puff up and bark at a harmless butterfly is enough to make anyone laugh. Yet, it's these quirks that make dogs so endearing. Whether they're fiercely guarding your home or protecting you from a harmless vacuum cleaner, their unique personalities shine through every action. Some dogs seem to have an internal radar for sensing your emotions and deciding when to step into the role of protector. If you're feeling anxious or uneasy, you might notice your dog sticking closer to you, as if to say, "Don't worry, I've got this." This ability to read and react to our feelings is one of the most incredible aspects of the human-dog bond. It's like having a furry therapist who's also ready to spring into action if needed, though they might demand belly rubs as payment. Interestingly, the environment can also play a big role in a dog's protective instincts. A dog that's mellow at home might turn into a vigilant guardian at the park or on a hike. This adaptability highlights just how tuned in dogs are to their surroundings and their human safety. And while their sense of duty is admirable, it's also a little funny watching your dog size up every passerby on your morning coffee run, like they're auditioning for the role of bodyguard. So, what does all this mean for you and your furry friend? Whether your dog is a natural protector or a professional snuggler, their loyalty and love are undeniable. Each dog has its own way of showing devotion, and every wag, bark, or nuzzle is a testament to the unique bond you share. The key is to appreciate your dog for who they are and to understand their behavior, whether they're standing guard or snoozing on the job. In the end, the real question isn't whether your dog is a natural protector but how you can nurture their strengths and give them the best life possible. After all, they're not just pets, they're family. And no matter their instincts, every dog deserves a human who loves them for who they are. If you enjoyed this dive into the world of canine protectiveness, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more pawsome insights.